What's up, folks? We are here. Let's see, you can we are here with Vash Sky, and we're ranking the theme parks. How are you, Vash?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you so much for having me, Wizard. Very much appreciate you and appreciate your audience for taking the time out of their very busy, hectic day to join us to rank some theme parks. Maybe to round out the 2025 year there, right?
That's right, and thank you to everyone who joined 5 times. This is the 5th time we're trying it out, and it looks like it's working so far. So, yay!
Fifth time's a try, Wizard. Sorry.
So, finally, thank goodness. My goodness. Oh, that's weird. Thanks to my lovely wife for allowing me to use her computer that she doesn't use. So, here are the rules once again. We are ranking the tiers. Here are the tiers from S to F and never been. Dr. Dre and I are going to decide which one should go where, and then you can help us decide. We'll take your comments into consideration, but you get a super chat will overrule. So let's say I put Universal Studios Hollywood in letter A, but someone says no, that park is trash. Well, then you can super chat into the trash category, and I will cry, but I'll do it.
Hey, Kiki and Luca, what's going on there? No, yeah, well, Wizard, you see, that's the thing. If somebody says Disneyland, not the best park on earth, and then we have to rank it down, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that.
That'd be another cry. That'd be terrible.
It's not good, Wizard. Not good.
Hello, Antonius. I know what he's gonna ask me. He's gonna ask me about the Halloween Horror Nights spec map to drop. And maybe that'll be another live stream. Oh, that's me. There are the rules again for everybody. Life with Pro, that's weird. It wasn't allowed you to comment, but thanks for unsubscribing and resubscribing. And then Kicking Luca, how are you? And I love the cute doggies there.
Hello, hello.
And look at this. We have 37 parks. Some that are very well known, and some that are totally unknown, like this one. So thank you to the person who pre-made this thing on Tier Maker. I was always curious on how people made these, and I went on the site. I was like, oh, they don't. They're already made. I mean, you can make your own, but most of them are already made. So, man, I no wonder people keep doing these. So let's start with number 1. Like, wait, when you guys did the one with the candies on that Park Place, subscribe to that Park Place, by the way. Was that pre-made? Or did you make that?
I think Jonas, because Jonas is kind of the architect behind this. I think he found it. He's like, let's do this. And I will say, candy corn, way too high on that list. We gotta
I remember
put that one down.
I was like, what the heck? I almost donated just to crash it a little bit.
I get you. I understand. I get it.
Man, but one that should be high on the list, I think, is Disneyland. Look at Disneyland. Come on. Mm-hmm. Disneyland Park here. One of the best parks in the world. Super stacked. 70 years old. Hello, your favorite blonde. 70 years old. Has attractions on top of attractions. Nights and entertainment. Great hours. S tier, in my opinion. What do you think, Don?
Yeah. It's got to be S tier. You got 45 plus attractions. It's the only real park really designed and built by Walt, right? And it's really going to be the only Disney park you ever walked in. So as far as Disney parks go, it's just it's top of the crowd as far as I'm concerned. But when you look at all the other stuff, like you said, hours, entertainment, well, okay, maybe it's not the strongest right now, but in history, it has been. When you look at just the amount of amenities, everything offered, hard to beat. S tier right there.
Yeah, totally agree. And California Adventure next. Wow, right across the street. But boy, very different. This one also has a decent amount of attractions. As if you were looking at it as a second tier park, you compare it to all the second tier Disney parks. It's pretty good in that regard. It has more attractions than a lot of the Disney World parks, and a lot of international parks as well. Good entertainment. I think the last time, the 4 other times I did this, I put it in the A tier. But what do you think, Doctor?
I think if the Hyperion has a show in it, you
Oh,
might get up to A tier. I wouldn't disagree with you on that actually.
that's true. It has no big show like that. That is true.
Oh yeah, without the Hyperion, it just really hurts it, right? Because there's so much. Okay, here's the big problem with California Adventure. It's right across from Disneyland. We all know what the problem is, right? It's like, how do you beat that?
Right.
Now, California Adventure was by itself, or maybe not even owned by the Walt Disney Company. Hey, maybe you could put it in these other places, but dang it, man, it's right next to Disneyland. I don't think so. What are the tiers, by the way? Because I can't really see them. Or
Okay, so we got A. So S opposite down.
okay,
They put not really thinking about the money you spend. I feel like A is like tier would be S would be A plus, then A will do A. B like above average, I'd say. C is
right.
just like average, and then F is that's just terrible. And then there's the bottom has never been.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Highest it's gonna be is B for me, good sir. But please, I want to go ahead and hear from you.
B because we'll take the average. I'll do A, B, so we'll do like a B. I feel like upper B.
Yeah,
So like upper B there.
yeah, upper B. Yeah.
Yeah. Although it's terrible, I like the new logo much better than this old one they used. But
Yeah, well, this is more California centric, right?
yeah,
It's a very weird history.
man. And we got Giant Peter Adventures. What's up?
Oh,
And
hello there.
are you there? And let's see, this is the Magic Kingdom. So this one, very interesting. I'm very curious if you agree with me here because I called it, Disneyland Light, and in the last couple times I did this, I was like, yeah, it's bigger, but the Disneyland versions of the rides, most of them
No.
are like better, and they have fewer attractions. So I actually put this one I put it in the A tier only because it's the most attended theme park in the world. But I even wouldn't mind it a B tier for this one either, because
You know what I'm gonna say, Wizard? You know what I'm gonna say, Wizard?
And the trash.
No. It lost Rivers of America.
Oh, that too. Yeah,
It lost it. So it's gotta be B tier. Now it could improve in rank, ladies and gentlemen. This is not like a final list here. Maybe we do this next year. I'm not sure. That's a possibility. But it's not a final list. But for right now, can't be higher than B tier.
Because
Yeah.
if that parade never goes away and never comes back, then it can drop to C tier.
Oh yeah. Let's drop the C tier without that parade. That's for sure.
Oh man. Epcot. Now this is the one. Now I personally have never really liked the park, so I think I put this on the C last time. But based on the actual thing, it is unique.
Yeah.
You can go visit all the countries, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
I just don't like it doesn't have a lot of rides. I'm just like a rides guy. So
Yeah.
that's why when I went the one and only time, I really didn't like the park. I appreciated it, but I really didn't like it that much.
Right.
So I did, obviously past, speaking of, revamps, right? The revamp didn't go too well. It happened at a terrible time.
One of the best.
And you look at the things like the lights not really working. So, I'm still sticking with my C tier, but what do you think?
Oh man, yeah, this is really interesting. I don't think I could rate it higher than C tier. Now, it has improved with the installation of Cosmic Rewind. Look, Cosmic Rewind is
only like saving grace, really.
If you're a ride guy, yes, right? Now, if you value some other things, guys, hey, maybe you do value like dining or something, or nighttime entertainment spectaculars, or any other thing.
You value a bar, then you're in
luck. Well, if you value bars, there's not going to be a better park at Epcot, right? Yeah. But if you're a ride guy, Wizard, I agree with you. I don't think it can be higher than C. Now, look, I understand people have nostalgia for the park. I understand that there are some old favorites, living with the land and going crazy and, Spaceship Earth and everything else. But, if let's say you take a kid, right, who is rider focused, Epcot might not be as strong of a park as others. That's why
especially when you factor in, the actual price of these things,
True. Yes, true.
Yeah, because Magic Kingdom may be like a little more pricier, but has a lot more to offer in terms of Rise, but again, it really depends on what you're looking for.
It does.
It is the same time where Vash is at. He's in the Pacific time, 8:45. I know it looks like it's maybe he's like in a different planet, but he's here.
It's just true. I do have the Wookiee behind me, so
I know
that
maybe-
does confuse
maybe
people.
It's on Endor or Kashyyyk.
Or Kashyyyk, the home of the Wookiees.
That's right. By the way, what a great Christmas present! My goodness, so tall you can't even see him. He's chopped off over there. Like, look at that.
He is
That's like
huge.
life-size Chewbacca right there.
I'm telling you, he is massive. He is big. Maybe I don't know if okay. Let's play. Should we play with Fire Wizard? Should we play with
Yes,
Fire?
we should.
Let's see here. If I could, might be able to change my camera.
If something goes wrong, it's Vash's
Okay,
fault.
there you go.
Oh wow! Yeah, see, he's
See that?
massive.
He's huge. He is over 7 feet tall, and he's just massive in this space. Like that closet, I'm like, kind of 2/3 up on it. He's like towering over it. So that just gives you an idea. Of,
Yeah, and that Tom closet is huge. I was like, yeah, so that guy's huge,
Right.
humongous. I don't know
Right.
how you guys got that in there without help, but if you didn't, that is incredible.
We built him in this room. I'll put it that way.
That might be like a most of the day project, it seems.
Right. Well, no, it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy right there. But we must get on with the list, Wizard.
Whatchamacallit? Oh, Kikiluga Epcot is their favorite park. Again, though, going to different countries is like super, super cool.
Yeah.
But again,
Hey,
like
look.
it depends. If you have like a little kid, they may be like, oh, cool, but they may not remember it. Or if you don't like rides, that's
Yeah.
pretty easy.
If you enjoy themed environments, if you enjoy like going from country to country like that, if you enjoy like more, I don't know, maybe scenic attractions with the Landsor and all of that. Future World is gone, so like a lot of the nostalgia connected to that is no longer there. Horizons and everything else. So I know people have nostalgia for this park, but a lot of nostalgia is not there. How do we rank it currently? That's the thing. Unfortunately, it's gonna be C.
Exactly. Next one, Animal Kingdom. Now, I think, Doctor, you might disagree with me on this one.
Mhm.
I love Animal Kingdom
I do too.
so much, and I feel like it's so unique.
Yeah.
That, and I feel like out of all the parks, not just in Disney World, but almost all the Disney parks themselves, except for like Disneyland, but I feel like it sticks to its core theme the most. Even if like stuff like Zootopia is kind of maybe stretching a little bit, I feel like still, even with the Tropical Americas, it's kind of coming back to its core theme a little bit. So I did put it in the S tier because I thought it was incredible. But let's see what you have to say.
Of the Disney parks, this is the only theme park. You know what I'm saying?
Really? Yeah.
Right? So this is it. It has a theme. It has stuck with it for the most part. Like you said, not perfect. And no park is going to be is given enough time.
Yeah.
But it has really tried to stick with that message. It has really tried to stick with its original intent right there. I understand it strayed a little bit from Joe Rohde right there, but largely, I mean, a lot of what he has imbued in this park has remained consistent over its lifetime. I think I agree with you, Wizard. This is one of my favorites. It might be my favorite Walt Disney World park, to be honest with you. Again, I'm a little bit different, right? So I have only visited Walt Disney World. I've not been in El Paso there. I've not visited over and over again. I understand it has a low attraction count. I understand it has flaws, it has issues. There's no question about that. But in terms of uniqueness, this has got to be pretty up there on that list. But where does it rank, Wizard? Because
Yes.
it might be controversial to place this above Epcot.
It does, but I definitely want to place it above Epcot.
Okay. Well, it may be one of our super chatters has something to say about that.
Yes. Kiki Luca says Epcot is the best park now. Kiki Luca, you don't have to super chat again if you don't want to. But where do you want to move Epcot to? Does that mean you want to move it to S tier, or where do you want to move it to? because I'm very curious where Epcot is moving over here.
And
Um,
maybe
thank
he
you,
wants to be
by the way, for the $2.
S tier above Disneyland. I think is what,
Yeah,
which I don't know, Kiki. Look, I don't know about that. That's
okay. I guess
a,
let's put so what do you think? A for Animal Kingdom for you? Or
yeah,
B?
yeah. I think um I think B
B,
for
okay.
me.
So
But
let's see.
only because of its light attraction count. That's what really keeps this park back, and the light hours. Remember that.
That is true. Okay, so I said S, you said B, we'll take the average, so A. Nice. Okay, next up, you want to hold on. Oops. I'm still trying to put my two screens. Okay, I want them to tear down Everest to make it 200 feet taller. That sounds hilarious to me.
200 feet taller. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, it's pretty tall already, right there.
It's like nearly 200 feet already.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was just under or something like that. Remember they had the height restrictions because of
199, so they don't have to put that the red light FAA
the red light.
on top.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's like an RMC level over here.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna get that. Was it that T-Rex track very soon?
A corner day park. Okay, now listen. I actually totally get that.
Yeah.
But I'm one to like feel like for that one, almost like with you and Epcot, how you'd be going around the countries. For me in Animal Kingdom, I'd be looking at the animals and the animal exhibit,
Right.
and I'd be like, going through all those trails they have, and just like spending half my day there, and then I'd go on some of the rides. So for me, I can spend all day, but I totally understand if some can just go on all 4 rides and then leave.
I will say, whenever I've gone to do everything, I've always been kicked out of that park, before I've gotten everything done, because that park is interesting. You don't, it wasn't built to be navigated like a regular theme park, right? It was really built to like slow down and appreciate the details. And there's so many details by which you could appreciate. Again, if you're a regular visitor, maybe that's not the same. But if you're a first time visitor, if you really soak it all in, there's actually quite a bit to see. Again, though, the ride count, that's gonna hurt it, and it continues to hurt it this day.
Yeah, and hopefully after Tropical Makers, they get the Room and Lion King stuff and actually expand some plots so they can up that ride count. Because then it would be a really, really good park. Just like at least 10 rides could really help it out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Disneyland Paris, RIP Eddie Soda, we miss you.
Oh yes, absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
Best main street out there, and one of the best, at least most beautiful castles. I remember seeing that in person. I was like, wow, that was incredible. Also, I love how their Thunder Mountain is like their Tom Sawyer's Island. The Thunder Mountain is in the middle of the island, which, in my opinion, will actually save the rivers of America because the actual attractions, the mountain. So you need the river to have that there, which is pretty good. And of course, they have the best Fancy Manor, one of the best Haunted Mansion. So definitely, I feel like I know it hasn't gotten a new ride in so long, but the current setup, it's pretty beautiful. I feel like an A tier for this one.
I would say so, but that is the highest I would go because of its lack of investment, right? But yeah, I mean, it's terrible what happened at Disneyland Paris because that was imbued with so much love. We talked about Eddie Soto, obviously, and how he really tried to bring that kind of Parisian mindset of detail quality and what the expectations were to that main street. He had to fulfill basically your opening curtain, right? He had to set the tone for the experiences that were actually placed within. So he had a lot of responsibility when establishing that tone with that main street, right? It's the thing that invites you in, welcomes you, and you start your day there. And it's the only land that people are guaranteed to hit twice, right? So there's a lot of emphasis on that. This was a park built for theme park fans by theme park fans, right? These are the guys that went to Disneyland when they were kids and were like, okay, hey, if we were to do this, what would we do? And this is that park. I would probably personally, I mean, it probably B, but I recognize A. If you want to put in an A, I'm comfortable with that. It is a very strong park, and there's a lot to do actually with its attractions and with its walkthroughs and so forth. You can definitely get a full day out of it. This is a very strong park. I am comfortable with A.
And don't forget Disneyland Paris in the snow.
Oh yeah, in the snow. That's the only one. It's one of the only ones that snows for sure.
Kiki and Luca, yeah. So what happens with the super chat goal on YouTube? It sets at $5 or above, but I'll personally mentally count it as one. I have it as one, but super chat. I mean, YouTube won't show because it was $2 instead of $5. So, but I got you. Don't worry. Okay, next up, Hollywood Studios. This one again. This has a lot of the same stuff I can find right here in Disneyland and Adventure. So it has a lot, but has a little. But out of Disney World second parts has a lot, but it's a lot of the same stuff. So I think last time I gave this one a C because I'm like, there's really only Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster that are really only new or like different.
Yeah.
So I think I gave it a C. But what do you think?
Oh man. Okay. So it's like, do you be objective? Do you rank this from somebody who maybe doesn't go to Disneyland as regularly as we do, right? If you don't, then those experiences are, well, they're as new as any other experiences. Mm-hmm. So you have Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, you have Slinky Dog Dash as part of Toy Story Land right there. You have you have a Hollywood Tower Hotel. You have Rock and Roller Coaster, but you also have shows, right? You have the Beauty and the Beast show. You have the Little Mermaid show. You have the Fantasmic. So you have nighttime experience there. I would say it's for Walt Disney World parks. Mm-hmm. It's a solid park. But it's probably
it's kind of stacked for Walt Disney World parks.
Yeah, surprisingly, yes. And people always complain that there's not as much to do there. But for us, yeah, there isn't really that much to do. Yeah. So I think I would have it in the same category as probably Epcot. I remember growing up and really being enamored with this park, and it was like my favorite actually. Now it's switched to Animal Kingdom, but without the Great Movie Ride,
I took another that was unique to the park. That would have definitely really helped because Mickey Minnie's Running Away, or you can also find somewhere else, but
you can, right? And that was the Thesis attraction. That was such a big, just original thing, only one in the world. I would have ranked it higher. Without it, it's gonna have to go with C.
And Kiki Luka, yes, the $4.99 super chat is the one that gets the credit. Do they get confused? I don't think get confused with. I don't know. I feel like when I say Hollywood Studios, people don't, unless like the actual Hollywood studio.
Yeah, like the actual Hollywood studio in Burbank. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it used to be what, or maybe even the Paris one, right? So the previously Disney Walt was it? It was Walt Disney Studios. That's like what the park was, and then it's not Disney Adventure World.
Yeah, interesting. And Disney World has the best shows in the world. Hey, I haven't seen them all, so I can't judge. I know, I'm sure. I know it has more than we do. They have Indiana Jones, Fantasmic, the Mermaid thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the best, but I think they're pretty good. I'm sure
it has a ton of shows, which helps it considerably. Low attraction count, but you got a lot of shows there, which is good, and the hours are decent. But the thing that kind of holds it back is there's not enough uniqueness there. And, especially for us, it was kind of like, well, yeah, we got all that. So what else is new?
Get to see Vash Sky. $5. Thank you so much, Kiki Luca and Vash. You helped him pay for his Chewbacca over there. So.
yes. Luca, thank you so much. It's really good to see you. It's really good to see, people that I've been able to see in the chat, not just with that Park Place, but honestly with, Theme Park Wizard Night, but also Berry Place 28 and so forth. I was able to see some people who are, kind of fans of ours, but fans of our friends. That's just super, super cool. Thanks for supporting all of us.
That's right, Kiki Luca. He's on a little vacation, so I was able to sneak him away from that part, his busy schedule at that Park Place, to get him on. But you probably won't see him until 2027 because then he'll be back on that Park Place. And then T3PO. Check out T3PO, by the way. They have a big announcement coming up next week for something new coming in next year. So Be
Mhm.
tuned at noon on Tuesday. But yeah, so yeah, enjoy Vash because he may not be here for like 3 years.
You know the schedule, buddy. It's very busy. But I
Yeah.
try to be here when I can.
Oh man, at Walt Disney Studios Park, aka Disney Adventure World.
Oh,
The expansion is not open yet.
yep.
So judging it right now in its current state, I easily put it in the trash. But yeah, we'll see what Vash.
Yeah. Okay. So let's think about the investments that have been that have been made so far. You have Avengers Campus, which it's the better of the Avengers campuses, but it is an Adventures campus. you have a rethemed Rock and Roller Coaster. You have basically Epcot's Frozen ride in a frozen land, and that's like that would have been cool maybe 5 years ago, but it's a little bit old hat. You don't have a nighttime spectacular yet. It's getting one. You don't have Lion King yet. It's getting it. Hollywood Tower Hotel is basically DCA's, which was never really too strong there.
Yeah.
So I just all of that, man. It's definitely below Epcot, maybe in the trash.
Yeah, and especially this right here, Mr. 7H John. They gave us a spinning swing set for an upright instead of making a cool dark.
Oh, I know. Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Look, you have to understand, Walt Disney Studios or Disney Adventure World, that was all about securing the land that park sits in. Disney had like 10 years to develop a new theme park, or else we're going to lose that land, and that's what they did. Okay, they would have done that in Hong Kong, but they just didn't get that extension right there. But that's what that is, right? So it's like bare minimum, whatever it takes to open the gates, basically, for an audience and secure that land. That's what they did.
Let's take 50 acres and some clones and call it and a weird layout and call it a day.
Basically, it's like no development time, just a bunch of clones. Put it in there. We'll get the boneyard from Disney Hollywood Studios. We'll put that out there.
Let's build the park and have it be cheaper. And the entire park be cheaper than Galaxy's Edge total price.
Yes, we'll bet. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, DCA was cheaper than Galaxy's Edge back in the day.
Crazy. Like, see another one.
Yeah.
My goodness. Tokyo Disneyland. Now, this one was pretty cool because obviously Disney Sea is the beautiful one, but Tokyo Disneyland, we have Beauty and the Beast, the great ride. They have the Pooh, great ride.
Yeah.
They have Splash Mountain, beautiful there. There's a nice mix of Disneyland and Disney World in there. I feel like Disneyland's Fantasyland, but the Disney World's like size and castle, but Disneyland Space Mountain, which I think is pretty cool. I put this one, I believe, last time I put it in the A tier. I don't stick with the A tier. I feel like it's a nice mix.
I think it's A tier only because I know the attraction count's high, right? I know it's got everything that we love. Its Main Street's one of the weakest. That's World Bazaar. Not super good. Especially if you've been in there.
Because doesn't it have a cover on it or something? It
has a cover on it, and it's very chaotic, and it's not good. It's just not a good entry point for that. And the layout is really strange. It's got a lot of the 70s, 60s type Disney think there when it comes to the layout and landscaping and everything else. It feels a little bit dated. What is it? They got rid of Space Mountain, so Space Mountain doesn't exist right now. Currently, it may, I don't know, may jump a whole tier based on how good that Space Mountain might be. Don't know.
That's true.
But it's just gotta be A. It's very strong, very, very strong. There's no question. It's right there. It's not there yet.
Totally agree. Hopefully the Frozen ride is different than the rest. Is on the same level as Indiana Jones. I don't know. I think it's a clone, but we'll have to see. We'll see pretty soon.
Frozen ride is different than the rest. Their Frozen ride.
Yeah, the what you call it, the Paris that back on Walt Disney Studios or Disney Adventure World's Frozen ride they're getting. He's saying hopefully it's different than the other Frozen rides out there when it opens next year. but I think it's gonna be a clone of
Oh,
like,
it's a clone. Yeah, it's a clone.
yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
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 And then I've been to Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea 3 times in the last year and a half. Well, you are
Oh.
lucky. Oh, take me with you, will you? I did a video with OG on it. I'll have to watch
Oh, that's
that.
cool.
Hear your thoughts, because
Yeah, yeah.
pretty lucky.
That is
We had a great
awesome.
time.
I would
Yeah,
love to hear. I would love to hear your thoughts. I mean, I want to go. I want to go to Tokyo. I
Me
definitely
too.
want to see the city, the country. Definitely want to see Tokyo Disney Sea and Tokyo Disneyland. Like that is a dream of mine, no question.
See, lines are really long and weather is not good.
True.
My goodness, the line, not just line, but the dedication there. Every time someone goes to Tokyo and posts a picture, there's like a mass of people in their little Espionage, like 3 hours or 4 hours before the park even opens. Like a new ride's opening every single day. I'm like, that's some dedication they got over there. They're really into it. I'm like, good for you guys, but definitely something to prepare for when I eventually get there.
I remember okay, in theme parks you have what's called a self-regulating line. And it's the amount of time that people will spend in a line for any number, like any attraction, right? And obviously that is predicated on the quality of the attraction itself. In North America, obviously, you're probably going from what nothing, so 5 minutes, all the way to I think the max unless it's brand new, you're probably looking at 3 hours or something like that, and then people fall off, no matter what attraction actually is. But if it's brand new, it lives by its own set of rules. What Disney was surprised by, what a lot of American proprietors were surprised by, was that self-regulating line when it comes to the Japanese is way longer than North America. Way longer. So yeah, they have a lot of stamina.
Yeah, and they also do a lot of cosplay, like super cool. Like I love their dedication. My goodness, speaking of Disney, look at Disney Deb with the $10. My
Hello
goodness.
there.
Happy New Year, Wizard Vash, and your special guest Chewbacca. Hey, you know what?
Chewbacca!
You better come up here and start ranking the parks with us, man. Disney Deb, let's get you
Hell.
on here. And
Hell.
Chewbacca can speak too, so maybe he'll want to change a tier or two. He'll be like, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, you talking bad about my home?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Disney's
Well-
really pretty though. It is. I can't wait to see that one.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
And see, OLC needs to buy that random stadium. I don't know the land, so I don't know what stadium, but that is on the outskirts of the park, so they can build more stuff. Hey, maybe they will. Maybe they will.
Maybe they
What
will.
stadium he's talking about? I have no idea. I didn't know there was a stadium around there.
Don't know. It's within the berm. Sorry about that.
Oh gosh, and here is Shanghai Disneyland. Now this one is interesting. The Bob Iger Park. All righty. Shanghai Disneyland. We don't know how much Vash guy likes China.
Okay, so all right. Now this one's an interesting one because it's a castle park, or at least that's what Disney claims. I don't consider a castle park unless you got a river and a train, but that's just me. Now, okay, there's no railroad. Main Street is this weird amalgamation of
Like
Disney
Mickey
architecture.
Avenue, right?
Yeah, Mickey Avenue, which is like an assemblage of Disney classic architecture from stories and movies and all that kind of stuff. It's a little strange. I don't know. I mean, they didn't go with the Main Street because it's like, well, we want North American architecture in China. I get it, but I don't know if they're familiar with that stuff. Not quite sure. But okay.
But I don't know.
Tron.
They've all been here, like as vacationers so often. You think I'm sure they'd be familiar with the Main Street because they've been to Disney World and Disneyland. I don't know.
I mean, maybe. It's just I don't know. It's just a weird thing to me.
Weird.
But okay. Look. Okay. All right. Well, is it done with quality? Probably. So fine. It's just not Main Street. So for me, I don't know.
It's like,
But-
I mean, it's definitely called something else. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. And there's that green space in front of there, which is in part provided because there's multi-generational families that go there. There's a place to sit down and collect themselves and so forth. So it's definitely geared what is the expression that Bob Iger used? Authentically Disney, distinctly Chinese, for sure. There's no question about that.
That's right, with
Um,
lots of shape language.
There's lots of shame. So big attractions, Wizard. Okay, you have Tron, you have Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you have Pirates of the
River
Caribbean.
Run thing, or their version of Grizzly River Run.
Yeah, the version of Grizzly River, which has a big crocodile, which is very,
Yeah, which
very
is pretty
impressive.
cool.
You have Peter Pan, and you have Shanghai. Shanghai's Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it has like the Disney World problem where again it's very big, but at least to start, not a lot of attractions.
Yeah.
They have the Spider-Man coaster coming. They have the beautiful
not open
garden.
yet, though.
Yeah, it's not open.
Oh, they have Zootopia.
Oh yeah, Zootopia.
They have Zootopia, which ranks it up because I was about to throw this in the trash. But it might be Epcot tier. It might be, what is it, C tier?
Yeah, I feel like a C is pretty decent because again, they have beautiful gardens, and I guess they have that river, that boat ride around there. But yeah, there's not too much to do. It has a very impressive castle, but it's not. Yeah, like I said, not a castle park. It's no train or not even a monorail.
It has a nighttime spectacular, which is good.
Yeah. So yeah,
But
I feel like C is decent.
I think so. I don't know if I can rate it higher than that, only because it doesn't have. I guess it has its own distinct identity, but it doesn't have enough to separate it out. Like for me, in terms of the compulsion for me to visit Shanghai over others, is simply not there. So
Well,
that's
especially since Tron's in Magic Kingdom now. It's one less.
well, yeah. Well, Seven Dwarfs is in the Magic Kingdom, and
and
we
that's-
might
yeah.
be getting a version of Pirates of the Caribbean here. So
Yeah,
who knows?
so it's like, and we have the Grizzly River Run already without the animatronics, so it's like 4 reasons not to go. Yeah, so
Right.
yeah, definitely not to be. Hong Kong, on the other hand, same. It's funny, it has an opposite problem. It's very small, very
Yeah, it's
small.
very
and
small, very small.
Has art space mountain. I do
Uh-huh.
like the newer stuff, the Mystic Manor and the Big Grizzly Gulch. I
Yeah,
wish that
Grizzly
coaster
Gulch.
would come- I wish that coaster would come, to a different Disney park because I think it's a really. I feel like California that'd be perfect for California Adventure.
Perfect for California
That
Adventure. Yeah.
nice that type of coaster goes forwards, backwards, nice family coaster, and lots of rock work.
It would
Love
be
that.
great if you can integrate that with the Grizzly Peak as it currently exists, where
Yeah,
you have two
exactly,
attractions there.
yeah.
And be awesome.
Like, love that. They have a new castle because they said, "Oh my gosh, ours is so puny and a mimic of Disneyland's. We don't like that."
Right. Chinese
that looks
are all about size.
Season. And I think they're getting the same Avengers. Are they supposed to get the same Avengers? We are. I don't know. We're supposed to, but I guess it got canceled. I don't know.
I think it got canceled because they're getting the
Oh, they're
Spider-Man
getting the
elevator ride, right?
Yeah, they're getting the Tower of Terror thingy.
Yeah. Okay. Grizzly Gulch, Mystic Manor, Frozen, Space Mountain. It's a pretty
Oh, yeah, I
solid
forgot they have
list.
Frozen.
Yeah, I know.
Their land, the Frozen land looks pretty gorgeous. I must admit. I
Yeah,
like that. And
yeah.
the coaster, the sleigh coaster.
Uh-huh.
There, that looks pretty nice.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Paris didn't get that. Only Hong Kong got that. So that's another one. In its in its camp right there. It has a nighttime spectacular, which is good. But that's kind of all it has. And they have a train that circles it, which is also very good.
Go train, but
And Main Street.
River, right?
No river. No, they do have a Jungle Cruise though. So
Oh yes.
I think Wizard is going to be on the same level of Shanghai.
I can see that because it's like very different, but kind of the same. Like it's very interesting there. They'll do hello, all the Chinese parks together. Oh, and here we go. Universal Studios Hollywood. Now this one I have a little personal preference.
Sure.
My goodness, it's my baby. But it's cool. It's a working movie studio, which a lot of people like. Everyone knows my thoughts on the studio tour, but that's a great attraction. It helped out drastically, and very tiny park, but with such a great future that hasn't been built yet. But instead, it's now it's nostalgia. My home, it's right there.
Sure.
Disneyland. I think last time I put it in the A tier, but what do you think?
I think A is a little high.
I
No,
know
look.
it's very high.
I love Universal Studios Hollywood. I do. You know I do, Wizard. I love this theme park right here. It's a little out in the attraction count, though. Now,
That is
it does have the
very
studio
true.
tour, though. Studio tour does, I think, rank it up there. Because guess what? All you other bad boy theme parks, they ain't going to have a studio tour like Universal Studios Hollywood does. And they keep adding to it. It's going to be constantly changing and so forth. But it is, by itself, an international destination just for that. Because it's that top tier, that good. It's the only place where you can go where the movies are actually made. But it's just it's a little light. It doesn't have its own nighttime extravaganza. That that's a little bit under. It doesn't have a parade, right?
Yes, no
So-
parade.
That's no good. But it's got tons of character and charm, and it's very unique. Fast and Furious. Hey, who knows? It might rank it up right here. I just can't go higher than B though, Wizard. I just
I'll
can't.
take a B. I'll take a B. That's nice. Right by California Adventure. Hello,
All right.
California Parks. We'll take it.
Yeah. I think they kind of go together, right? They're
They almost
I
have the
kinda remember
same,
saying.
I almost have at one point I almost had the same attendance count. It's quite nice.
yep.
Let's see. Whatchamacallit? Universal Studios Florida.
Universal Studios Florida.
This
So
is an
okay.
interesting one because that has the parade and us nighttime spectacular
Yep.
and
Yep.
has a show. Has the
Yep.
Born show.
It does not have Hollywood Red Rocket. That's out right now. It's getting
Yeah.
another coaster, but it doesn't have it right now.
But it has beautiful
Um,
Diagon Alley.
Yeah, Diagon Alley. That by itself puts up another tier, right? That
Wow.
really solidifies
gorgeous.
its spot wherever it goes. Yeah. Very gorgeous parade, everything like that. It's not everybody's favorite, obviously, in Universal Studios, or the Orlando Resort, right? But it is a pretty strong park. It's a very compelling park, especially when those Cine Sensational and the parade are going. Very, very strong. I would say ET is also there.
Oh, yes,
gotta-
I love that one.
Yeah. Raw attraction count, it's still a little short. Can't be
True.
higher than the B for me.
Yeah, I feel like the attraction count, and especially some of the attractions, since they're like duplicates.
Yeah.
They're not like
Need-
great duplicates, but
Needs more shows too. If they get more shows and more rides, boom. That's a pretty strong park right there.
yeah. Hello, look, they're besties. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Islands of Adventure. Oh, I love this baby. This
Oh yeah.
is my baby. Great
Oh, yeah.
collection of rides and coasters and themed lands and just about everything. I'm just missing a nighttime spectacular, but other than that, I think I guess I'll put it in the A tier. If I had a nighttime spectacular, I'd even put it in the S tier. But I guess that I'll put it in the A tier.
150% Wizard. If it had a nighttime spectacular, absolutely yes, there's no question about that. But it's held short by that, and there are parts of that park that are more compelling than others. I would like a little bit more balance there. But
Yeah.
you cannot beat Hagrid's. You can't beat Velocicoaster. Right next to each other. It's almost like cheating at this point.
Yeah.
You got the Hulk, which is a solid coaster. You got Spider-Man, which is a great attraction. King Kong, look, yes, it is the studio tour version, sure, but it holds its own. I think it does enough to
And
separate
it's
itself out.
nicely themed, the show building in the.
Oh yes. Everything, and you got the big, Kong at the end there. I always love that. You've got, even Cat in the Hat. There's some interesting stuff there. I do think the Cat in the Hat Dark Ride though needs a little bit of refurbishment. That's just me.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, awesome.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Look, this park is stacked. There's a reason why it was so highly ranked right there. In the original Wizarding World, I mean, come on. You can't fault it for that. So definitely A, could be S, though. It's close,
Yeah, it's
but not
very
there yet.
Yeah, I totally agree. Universal Studios Japan, very interesting too, because This like has all the greatness of Islands of Adventure, but also kind of like has the Universal Studios like layout. This
Right.
has the Flying Dinosaur, has the original and Super Nintendo World, has Jurassic Park, it has had Spider Man, and now this soon Pokemon. Has Jaws still over there. They got pretty
Wow, they still.
stacked park for kind of landlocked area. Pretty stacked area, which is
Yeah, that's a lot of compelling attractions right there, Wizard. I don't think
yeah,
it's lower than a B.
yeah.
Um,
I'd say
I
at
don't.
least an A.
I'll leave. Yeah, if you say A, I'll go ahead and link with your judgment. I'm not 100% up on that. No, wait a minute. They have Waterworld right there, right?
I believe so, actually. Yes,
I
yes,
think they do, right? Oh,
yeah,
yeah. Well, with all of that and Waterworld, yeah, I can go with A.
yeah, like definitely. Now, University of Singapore, this one's vanishing because this one's teeny tiny. But they're getting their Nintendo Worlds. They have they just opened a Minion Land, but the Minion Land actually looks quite nice. Except the main ride is a stupid copy of Minion Mayhem. I'm like, oh come
Oh no.
on, man! Like, can I give my minions a dark ride for once? Come on. It's teeny tiny, and the rest of the park, from at least what I've seen from pictures, just okay looking. I feel like that one's like a C or a B. I don't know if they have any spectacular or anything.
Probably a C, right?
Yeah, yeah, I feel like a C. Good old
And
Singapore.
I missed you on that one. That was Universal Beijing, is that right?
Singapore.
Oh, Singapore. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. C or whatever.
yeah. And here's Beijing. Beijing has
Right.
Journey. All right, down here, Hogsmeade, whatever. They got the very cool Jurassic World Adventure Dark Ride.
Very cool.
Um, and they have that cool known Jurassic World Adventure Shadows it, but that cool powered coaster that goes to the mountain, that Jurassic World,
Ooh.
that uh, signature mountain there. That was super cool. Right in the Jurassic World section, they have Transformers Metro Base, which is basically a copy of the superhero island, but just with Transformers, like Hulk version of Transformers.
Right.
The
They don't.
Septic Coaster.
They don't
They
have the Transformers Dark Ride though.
they do. That's part of it. They have the
Oh.
Instead of Spider Man, they have the Transformers Dark Ride,
Okay.
and
I didn't
they
know
have
that.
the Septic Coaster, and then they have like a spin, like a teacups like spinner over there. It's part of their land. Um, it looks pretty cool. And it's like it's all dark black and black track, and it's pretty dope. I feel like it's a nice. I feel like it's a because of Jurassic World Adventure, and I have the beautiful lake in front of the Hogwarts that makes it so scenic. I'd put it in the A tier.
You think? Oh, you think A? Okay. I was gonna go with solid B, but hey, if you
You
think
can want
A,
to. I
you
feel
know
like
that's Islands of Adventure territory. If you think it's that high, then I'll trust your judgment there, Wizard.
it's like a pretty like unique. I feel like because it's pretty because also has pretty unique like sections. And it's so every time attractions 360 goes over there, I'm like, wow, that park is so nice, so
Ooh,
beautiful.
very interesting.
Like too many screen based attractions, but
Yeah.
luckily, the Comcast stuff has gone away from that, which is good. It looks like every time Comcast builds a new ride, it's not so much screen based, which is quite nice.
Yeah. Like Universal Hollywood, for example, for a lot of that, like I feel like everything on screen.
Yeah.
But I think Fast and Furious, the coaster, I think that's gonna bounce it up. It might be A after that, Wizard. I really do think so.
Oh, it's gonna be quite a ride, quite a
Hmm.
ride. And then
Indeed.
next up, we got Six Flags. I guess as a brand, we'll take an average of all a typical Six Flags park. So it's basically coasters, some painted roller coasters, and some lightly themed areas, except for a couple of parks.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well,
Yeah.
God, I don't be too mean to put in the trash, but I'll take a highest. I'll go as a C.
Highest I'm gonna go is a C. Yeah, because I like you could say, well, they have like I don't know, King Ka. Well, they don't have that anymore. It's like, well, they have all these iconic coasters and stuff. Yeah, but they're closing them and stuff. So it's like, and unfortunately, Six Flags, the brand hasn't necessarily been enhanced by that Cedar Fair leadership, as far as that merger right there. So it's in a state of becoming, but it's not very high. That's no good right there. Now there are better Six Flags parks than others. Highest I'm going to go in a C. Wizard. I mean, this is damn near straight trash, though. It just is.
I mean, it really is. I mean, there. I'll see. Like I said, some nicer Six Flags parks, but there are more not nice Six Flags parks than nice.
Right.
Like Six Flags Fiesta Texas is certainly the nicest Six Flags park with actual theming, and is actually could be like a Cedar Fair level park, but I
Sure.
think that's the only one I can think of. So there's like 4 to 31, 30 others that are terrible.
Yeah, and
Including the
I
one
I
in
like
my backyard. So
I like Magic Mountain for its ride count because it has a significant ride count. Unfortunately, that's diminishing every single day, apparently. But it's decent, right? But then you go and you see the maintenance and everything else, and you're just like, man, this would be so much better if we just can we just at least take out the 50 cracks in the concrete? Like, just it's just oh man, Six Flags to me, man, it's a tough business. I'll put it that way. It's a tough business.
Yeah, it sure is. And a business that maybe Cedar Fair before the mergers figured it out a bit better because they had far fewer parks and they're all a bit more beautiful. But boy, then they merged, and then what happened? But my goodness, we'll rank all the Cedar Fair parks, excluding Knott's Berry Farm, because Knott's Berry Farm is its own thing here. So
Yeah.
the other Cedar Fair parks, and I guess Canada's Wonderland, because it's also its own thing. These two are so awesome; they deserve their own little things, I guess. But Cedar Point's not on there. That's funny.
Cedar Point's not on there? That is heresy. Heresy, Wizard.
I know. So yeah, Cedar Fair parks without Knott's and Canada's Wonderland. I don't know. My auntie still be a C. I don't know. I haven't been to many of them. Oh no, actually, yeah, I'll put a B. I'll put a B.
Yeah, I think it's a B. Only because Cedar Point. It's like we can't give Cedar Point its own list. So what do you do, right?
And other things like the King's Dominion Park stuff. Those are actually feel like quite nice. I mean, like seeing it.
Yeah.
They have some iconic coasters that are well maintained. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's a step up from Six Flags. Everybody knows that. It's a step up from Six Flags. So I think putting Six Flags where it is and then Cedar Fair higher than that, I think everybody can kind of get along with that. Whether it's B or C, I don't know, but yeah, I think that's fair.
Busch Gardens. Now, I have never been to these Busch Garden parks, but from what I've seen, they're so beautiful. Oh, some of them, I feel like they're better than. I mean, so for anyone that doesn't know, this is under the SeaWorld brand, and it's almost like SeaWorld. It's almost like Six Flags and Cedar Fair, the same thing. SeaWorld's like the Six Flags, and then Busch Gardens is like the Cedar Fair in terms of beauty, it seems. I mean, all of them have animals, some sort of animal exhibits, which is like nice. And there's some cool rides like Cheetah Hunt at Tampa and Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens Tampa. And then Busch Gardens Williamsburg, where they have these really cool rides in the trees, like where Bolton comes out of the trees and dips along the river, and it's so gorgeous. Just for that alone, I put it in the B tier because I really think I like the uniqueness of the animals and the rides, and still really themed rides and stuff like that. And they have a lot of events like food festivals and stuff.
They do.
Like they don't half-ass them; they're actually pretty legit food festivals and stuff. And
no, I think Busch Gardens. I've unfortunately never had the pleasure of visiting one myself, but whenever I talk to somebody who has visited Busch Gardens, they always really enjoyed their experience. So I kind of feel like, I get better reactions from people who visited Busch Gardens and Six Flags. So higher tier it is.
Yeah, definitely. See, 7H John really enjoyed Six Flags. Which one did you go to? I'm very
that's the next question. They got 40.
I've been mentioned the person so many times over the past several years. We became friends through OG55. I think they were on the same videos together. And
absolutely.
Legoland. Oh my gosh. I love Legoland parks. Oh my goodness. I was there since I was a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And even to this day, now the capacity, I guess it's a kids park, but
Yeah.
still, the capacity is like terrible for that. I went with Liz at like last year. And my goodness, we were like, there's 5 people in line for this little, it was a splash battle thing. 5 people in line. It took 30 minutes to get on the boat. I'm like, what's going on here? I
Oh
was like,
no.
and I was like, wow. But I still love their Miniland USAs. I think that is still one of the most unique things out there, like a whole Lego city, Lego versions of different cities, just right in the middle of the
Uh-huh.
park. So cool. And the meet and greets, and they have a coast cruise, like the Jungle Cruise, but like a Lego version. You can see different cities and different Lego. Definitely, I feel like for me it would be a B. But what do you say, Doc?
I can see a B. I mean, look, the thing about Legoland, in terms of the theme parks that are open and operating right now, and you look at their financial reports and everything like that, most theme parks aren't doing very well. The big two doing very well. But the only other theme park chain that's really doing really good numbers, considering what the marketplace and everything else, is Legoland, actually. So, and I think it's a reflection of the quality, and I think it's a reflection of really understanding the market and really catering towards that market. They don't step out of their zone. They really hone in, and it's very strong. So, yeah, I would be comfortable with B.
And also, I forgot to mention, you'd have been to Legoland, right?
I have not.
Yeah. So, if you go to Legoland, California, I'm sure Florida's the same, but at least in California, they have these 2 themed hotels right in the front there, and we walked through them when we went, and they're so beautifully themed. And look, when they have play areas for the kids inside, and the rooms are super themed. I'm like, my gosh, it's more themed than a Disney and Universal hotel. It's so cool. So definitely adds that B factor for me, because like the exterior and interior is themed, and it's hard to find that these days.
Yeah. Well, Legoland definitely has its fans, and it's a testament to just really smart business when it comes to providing a product like that, and it works. So I'm going to rank it anything less than a B or C.
See, Keegan likes Legoland too, and they have the water park and Legoland Sea Life Aquarium.
Sure.
It's a Magic Mountain. Okay, hey, I'm glad you. I mean, they had 20 coasters, so that's a lot. So, hey, if you're a coaster person and just only care about that, you're certainly going to enjoy
The
it.
ride count is insane. So
Yeah.
Magic Mountain, good stuff. I do enjoy it. And go ahead, please.
The merry-go-round and the Viking ship are nice rides to just relax on after going some of the rubber coasters. I'm not sure I can go in on some of these days with my back though. Yeah, some of them are old. Some of them, even for a guy with a healthy back, can jolt them up a little bit. But
Indeed.
they do have some nice relaxing rides. Like even the Justice League, when it's open, it's quite a relaxing and pretty modern dark ride there.
I agree.
Legoland is a good niche for small kids. It sure does. Although this new coaster that opens up in March might be for the teenagers. I'm excited to check it out. Indoor space coaster. Sounds legit. Did the Spider-Man ride rip off Ninjago? Yeah, just about did.
Yes.
But Ninjago's still better. So
Yes.
Ninjago actually has like animatronics and stuff. But
Spider-Man is so web slinger, so disappointing. It's so disappointing, Wizard. I almost don't even consider it an attraction within DC.
Yeah. If Disney says we're ripping that out, I would not be. I don't think anyone would be pretty sad about that.
Well, if I was given the choice, right? Because remember, it replaced It's Tough to Be a Bug. Like, you want web slingers or you want It's Tough to Be a Bug? I'd say It's Tough to Be a Bug 10 out of 10 times.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah. Not even a question. Like
when you're valuing a theater show versus a dark ride, think about it. Think about how bad that is.
Oh, wait a second. Dark ride, I mean, barely counts as one.
The screens are in the dark, Wizard.
Yeah. I mean, by that estimation, I guess it's true. I guess Midway Mini is a dark ride too. But woo, we
Yeah, screen based.
talk about really low
Really low.
waterline. Knott's Berry Farm also has their own dark ride attractions. Screen-based
Mm-hmm.
Knott's Berry Tales. We also have some great coasters, a cool log ride, a very old log ride, and a very old, iconic, historic. Oh my God, what's the thing called? The train thing,
Calico Mine Train.
Yeah, that one. Mine
Mhm.
Train, and a very awesomely themed ghost town, like super cool, with a appropriately themed Ghost Rider coaster.
Oh,
And
Ghost Rider. Oh, God,
that's
please.
without saying tons of the entertainment, especially during festival times. Just for that alone, I think it's an A tier. But what do you think, Doc?
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Man, you can make an argument for A tier. I think it's a B tier. I think it's on the same level of Universal Studios Hollywood. But okay, Ghost Town, awesome, fantastic stuff. Like, you don't want to leave. It is super good. Very well done. A lot of those buildings, some of them historic, actually transported to that area, so they are authentic. Very cool stuff there. Ghost Rider is the best wooden coaster ever to exist. Fight me on it. Ride it. You tell me. Accelerator is a fantastic ride. It really is. But a little short, but at least one of those coasters still exists in its original form. You have Hang Time, which is solid. Silverbolt, solid. But Calico Mine Train, so good. Train, so good. Everything's so good. It's got ice skating in the winter. It's got the Birdcage Theater. It's got crazy amounts of entertainment, unbelievable amounts of charm. That
The
being
Walter
said, though,
Knott Theater.
Walter Knott Theater, it's historic. It's just oozing with charm. All of that. However, the attraction count is still maybe a little light. I would like
Especially without
maybe-
the iconic things like Montezuma's Revenge still sitting there.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So I think just for that, it's a little bit B-ish than A-ish. However, you can make an argument for A. I just think it's B for right now. If we want to separate these out, I mean, look, if you want to take Universal Studios Hollywood up to an A, I'd be comfortable with that, but you got to take Knott's Berry Farm with it.
Makes sense because especially during those festival seasons, boy oh boy, it's pumping over there.
Oh yes.
And a pretty affordable ticket price, especially if you get it online, which is quite nice.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
SeaWorld! Oh boy, SeaWorld.
Ooh.
I used to
SeaWorld.
love SeaWorld when I was a young boy. It's a very nice, cool park. And then they got hammered with the Blackfish and they said, what do we do now? And then let's go to attractions. And then they go to the attractions and then they put all the coasters when they don't maintain them well. Like I got a report someone went to SeaWorld San Diego and it's Arctic Rescue, which I haven't been on, but I guess it's closed. I mean, it's been closed more than it's been open. I'm like, come on, man. And then, Emperor doesn't have a lot of theming. The station's barely a station. Just as an awning instead of like an actual building. I guess I'm sure they had some budget cuts there, but I'm like, come on. Like, I get COVID budget cuts, but you can't fix it later on. Like, I don't know. Looks kind of embarrassing. Looks like they just got it from B&M and it went from the B&M test yard and just to SeaWorld, and that's it. Kind of embarrassing there.
Yeah.
And even their port. Last time I went through the shark encounter, one of my favorite things, and the port. I felt bad for the fish, and I saw the orca. I felt bad for the fish because the enclosures were so dirty. I'm like, can I clean those? Like the fish are gonna get sick. Like, come on. I felt very bad.
I agree with you, Luca. Here, better when Anheuser-Busch owned it for sure. It's owned by United now.
Yeah.
Man, I want to like SeaWorld. I do want to like SeaWorld. Who loves, who doesn't love marine life, right? It's in its conception, it works. It's rides. You'd think, you got some big coasters there, awesome. Look, I've gone to SeaWorld San Antonio. I've been to SeaWorld San Diego. I've been to SeaWorld Orlando. I've been to all of them. That being said, though, it's just it's got to be C. I mean, and no hype,
Yeah.
because it's just it falls short in so many different areas. Look, the food prices are absolutely insane.
Oh my
Now,
god, that was another thing. I went and I got fries. I got French fries.
uh
Just a side of fries, and they were hard as rocks. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even finish them. I was like, they're cold and hard. I'm like, and I was like $5 or $6. I'm like, what?
yeah, and it's not just like you said, it's not just the price. It's that in conjunction with the quality. Not very good at all. SeaWorld Orlando does have nighttime entertainment, which is fantastic, awesome. Unfortunately, the other SeaWorlds do not join in on that, which is very unfortunate. So, with all that being said, it's got to be C. It's oh man,
Yeah.
tempted to say straight trash, but C.
Yeah. Pour one out for the animals, man. Pour one out. Send them over to Busch Gardens Parks.
That's true.
My goodness. Sesame Place. I haven't been to one, but I've seen the one in San Diego down there. Looks like a cute little place.
Yeah.
For the kiddos. Nice and themed. I guess like a C or B, I guess, because it's just a kids park, but it's nicely themed. It has some nice flat rides. Yeah.
It's nicely themed. I've never been there. I don't know much about it, so I can't speak as objectively as I'd like. I'll go ahead and trust your judgment, Wizard.
Yeah. I was going to C. I feel like it's good. Oh, good for the kiddos. Ooh, C is our winning tier so far. What does that say about the state of theme parks?
Yeah, that's true. That's not good, Wizard. We're not looking too strong here. People are going to look at this and go, "Are you serious? You were at Epcot the same as set? Well, hang on a second. We got our reasons." No, it's just. Yeah, it's not good.
Luckily, we have a hopeful A tier here in Dollywood. I feel I've never been, but you've been, Doctor. But
I have.
hear about it. It's fantastic. It looks pretty in the mountains there. Looks like it has some good collection of coasters and dark rides and things. With
Uh-huh.
Dolly herself, of course. But I love the new area, the Wildwood Grove. I'd say at least a B, maybe an A. I don't know about the entertainment board.
At least that it's got to be. It's a B for me, and I'll go ahead and explain my reasons for sure. But look, as a guy who's seen Dolly in Dolly, pretty cool stuff right there. Beautiful location, absolutely gorgeous, brimming with charm. There's so many attractions there. Awesome stuff. However, the attractions. Look, I like the attraction count. I do, but it kind of suffers from knots just a little bit. Once you've been on one coaster, you kind of been on them all, kind of thing. They all kind of start feeling the same. They all start, having the same kind of theme and everything like that.
This is why theming of the coasters, I feel like, is so important. Like Disneyland with the going through mountains and stuff. Because you can be like, oh, Gold Rush, it's the same system as Thunder Mountain, but which one's better? Clearly,
right? Exactly.
Iconic for a reason.
Absolutely. Look, Big Thunder opened in '79. Space Mountain opens in '77. They're both distinctly different, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just, you couldn't compare the two. Versus you go on some of these coasters, both at Knott's and Dollywood, they just kind of start feeling the same. I will say Dollywood has much more variety because there's much more space afforded in order to make that work, and their coasters, some of them far better themed than Knott's for sure. Entertainment, very, very good. It does, at least the times I've gone, I've not seen nighttime entertainment. That kind of holds it back just a little bit right there. And I need to see a little bit more variety in terms of the attractions and experiences there to rank it higher. But it is a very, very high B. No question. Great food, by the way. And their train is one of the best, hands down, by far. That includes Disney.
Oh, I'm excited to eventually get there one day. And luckily, Liz said she wants to go to Dollywood as well. I was like, oh, yay. I had no idea she wanted to, so like I said, more of a chance we'll go. Canada's Wonderland, which is actually a park I want to get to because I love Toronto and I didn't realize where it was. I guess it's just outside of Toronto. But pretty cool park. I like how they have that massive mountain in the middle. I like me and mountains. Themed mountains are nice. And they have coasters that blast right through it, the Alpine Fury coaster. And then they have Fury 325, which is pretty nice. Giga Coaster. We love our Giga Coasters, and it's very big. I feel like it's like the Cedar Point of Canada. nice theming, lots of coasters. So I feel like I'd give that one a B.
Yeah. I think you're right about that. I'm trying to think. Canada's Wonderland. Um, I'm not super familiar with it, but I'll go ahead and agree with you on that assessment.
Yes. This one I've just never been, but I can't. What does it say? I can read it. Something world. I've never been. Can't even judge. But unless you recognize this logo, we'll move on.
I can't read it either because my screen is very small, so we might want to put it best in the never been category.
Yeah. But boy, now this thing has got me to. If I can make out these words, I'll definitely look it up and see what it is at least, because we like new theme parks. But yeah, I don't know. Alton Towers. Also, have never been. Don't know too much about it. I know it's in England.
Yep.
And I know they have that first. I think they have the one that has the first B&M dive coaster that goes on the ground. But that's all I know. Oh, do they have the Smiler? I think that's
I think they had the Smiler.
and I know that area is pretty themed. I feel like the
Yes.
park is pretty themed overall. Those European parks seem to be very themed.
I want to say Alton Towers, from my recollection of doing looks into various coasters around the world and so forth. I think it's a pretty strong park, actually. Like it's a pretty good one right there. So I wouldn't rank it any lower than C. I mean,
Yeah, I'll put in the B because I think I do remember looking at different parts, and they have really unique coasters too. And they're pretty themed, like that dive coaster, from what it's called. But I just know it goes right through the. I think it's like themed to like some end of the world thing, and it goes right through the center of the ground, and there's like this like alert. It looks pretty cool. It's better than sorry over Texas, but your dive coasters awesome. They're getting a Giga, but it's not really themed. It looks like so. Alton Towers may beat you on the dive coaster. Port Aventura. Hey, isn't this the one that Universal was gonna buy?
Yeah, Spain, right?
Yeah, Spain. I don't know too much about it, but I know it's themed. If Universal is about to buy it, it must be pretty themed.
I thought it was. I wasn't. I did do a lot of deep dive into this. I've kind of forgotten. It's just not the most relevant story, obviously. When you've got Universal UK and everything else going on. So I have forgotten a lot about this park. But if you want to stick it in the never been category, I would be okay with that as well.
Never been, but yeah, I think it does look beautiful. So maybe one day I'll make my way to Spain.
Wizard, I'm looking at that chart right there, and I know look, we're a little bit late in the game to make big changes. We feel like we might want to stick Dollywood, Knott's Berry Farm, and Universal Hollywood in the A tier because
you're switching. Yes, finally.
Yeah, I think so because I'm looking at the other parks and I'm like, they gotta be A. It's gotta be A. Right? They gotta be A. They're up there, right?
Yeah, because the other one like Busch Gardens. It's very nice, but some of these I think are better than that.
I think so. Yeah. I like that better.
All right, our A tier. I think the C tier. That's a little bit better.
That's a little bit better, yeah.
Do we have a New Year's resolution? Oh, yes. This is part of my New Year's resolution. I'm going to try to up the level of the live streams with my double screens. So I'm practicing my New Year's resolution, one of them.
Heck yeah.
And I also want to get to 10,000 subscribers. So please help me out, people. What's yours, Doctor? That Park Place and T3PO's New Year's resolution.
Oh, well, I think we have. I think I have a resolution in order to increase whatever numbers that you see for that Park Place by double in 2026. So, it would be really cool if that Park Place can get to something like 60,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. We're working on it. Oh, that would be cool.
I have one thing to say about that. Hello, gelato. Just kidding.
Well, okay. Well, okay. look, when I look at my numbers, right, and I look at I look at these videos and so forth, it would be really cool to say, hey, well, if we got a 1K video, it'd be cool to get a 2K video, that kind of thing. It would be awesome to see if we, by producing the best content possible, by really being in tune with what people actually want to see, by delivering the compelling content that people not only tune in for but come back around for. I think that's my New Year's resolution: to produce the best content possible. So there you go.
Well, you like and stay tuned because big stuff for T3PO and TPP.
That's right. That's right.
So-
Seeing ahead of the culture curve.
That's right. Everything. I've heard of this one, but I've never actually been and actually never seen a single picture of it. So unless you have, I'm going to put in the never.
Somewhere, Erica from Erica and Rap is looking at this and going, "All right, you better have an opinion on this. You better advocate for my theme park."
That's in Germany, right? Yeah. So
Yeah. It's gonna have to be in the never been category because I'm not super familiar with it. I can't rate it objectively.
don't worry, I'll cut this out so Erica never sees it.
Oh, good. That's fantastic.
Europa
Hey, Erica.
Park. Oh, it just pops in. Europa Park. I love this place. It's on my bucket list, but it looks incredibly themed. Like every coaster is themed, every land is themed. They have the roller coaster cafe where the food goes down the tracks and comes to you.
Wow.
It's on my bucket list so badly. I have to put in the A tier, at least from my opinion, because it looks. And they have a lot of coasters too, and almost every single one of them's themed. I'm like, that's
Yeah. I think Europa's gonna be pretty high on this list right here because it's what every North American coaster junkie would love for a Six Flags to strive for and achieve.
Exactly, especially Magic Mountain, 262 acres of space.
Oh,
Plenty of
yeah.
space to do what Europa does if they just had Europa's leadership.
Yeah, that's
Man.
true.
Hi, Kevin Theme Park Adventure. How are you today? IMG Worlds of Legends. I've never heard of this park, so I certainly never been to it. Have you?
You know what? It's gonna be down there, Wizard. It's good. I can't say I've ever visited.
Lionsgate Entertainment looks like it's a Chinese park. I've heard of Lionsgate, but I've never been to it. Never
Not
been to it.
familiar. I know there's a bunch of Chinese stuff and maybe a bunch of stuff from Middle East. I'm not like the biggest. I'm with Middle East though. I'm trying. I'm really trying to get into those theme parks right there
Yeah,
and really get to know them.
Got the big two coming.
Got the big two coming. That's true. I'm
Does have the
trying to get in.
world's best, SeaWorld Park over there. I must admit, speaking of SeaWorld, so
Oh yes. Yeah. That one looks pretty good. Yeah.
man. Oh, a Magica? Never heard of this place.
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
down there.
It's a theme park, water park, something, and a hotel. A Magica. Look, you guys are like, this thing is giving me some new places to look up. Everland. Never heard of Everland either.
Nah.
Or it sounds like Neverland, so maybe it's a Peter Pan theme.
I don't know. Is Tokyo Disney Sea in here?
It's not, which is crazy. How do you have Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea not in here?
You gotta, man! I'm about to walk out this show. Are you kidding me? Okay, for everybody at home, just imagine Tokyo Disney Sea. It's right up there with S tier.
Yeah,
Not
it's right here. And it's
right
crazy
there.
to have Tokyo Disneyland and not Disney Sea. That's hilarious. But definite S tier for sure.
yes. Okay, just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah.
We at least have two S tier parks.
And Sanrio Playland? I don't know. It's from Japan, but I've never been. But I like Hello Kitty, but yeah, I've just never been to that one.
Yeah, some of those Japanese parks though. Some of those.
Warner Brother Movie World. Oh, this is the Australian one. All I know is they have a good DC looking area. But that's all I know about that part.
Right, I think I'm familiar with the same thing there.
Yeah, with the purple coaster. So for that, I'll put it in the sea.
Right.
Woo, we did it! Wow,
We did it.
Okay, let's look at
Now-
totals. 2 S tier parks, 1, 2,
I'm
3,
curious
4,
to see
5.
from the chat wizard. And when looking at that list, is
Mhm.
does anybody have strong feelings about any part of this list? Are you in
Yeah,
agreement with us?
yeah. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Are you like, oh my gosh, Universal Studios Hollywood needs to be in the trash, or are you like, oh my gosh, why is not so high up?
Yeah.
34 or 35 people watching. Let's see what they think. Or
There's,
have you been to some of these parks that are in the never been area? And I'm curious what they're like. Let us know.
well, there's one more park. One more park. Wizard.
Oh
That's
yes,
not on this list.
there is. What is it?
It's Epic Universe. Where would you
Oh,
put it?
that's correct. Epic Universe. Okay, so Epic Universe, very interesting. Obviously, it's a brand new park. Light on the attraction count because it's a brand new park. Very immersive worlds. But, see, this is interesting. It does have a nighttime show. And that's
Not really, though, does it?
but it's like it's more of a fountain show than Islands of Adventure has.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to base it off Islands of Adventure because
Well, well, hey, look, it's got a show in the How to Train Your Dragon. That's more of a show than Islands of Adventure is currently.
True, and it has the Harry Potter show.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Right.
And so I feel like I'd put it in A for shows and highly immersive theming.
Yeah.
Whereas Islands of Adventure beats it off in attraction count and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
But I feel like Epic Universe catches up with the in-park hotel integration and the theming of Celestial Park, and the park still kind of like Animal Kingdom sticking to that single theme where it's obviously the space theme. Universe. Then you go to these portals to different worlds in the universe. So I feel like there's a singular theme there. And the two attractions in Celestial Park are space-themed Constellation Carousel. So I feel like it does that very well, like Animal Kingdom. So I feel like it cancels out the what Islands of Adventure does better and can both be the A tier.
Yes, I think I agree with that because when I look at the way I think of Islands of Adventure, not all of its areas are as embody the same level of compulsion for me to visit them, right? Versus Epic Universe, I want to see all of that. Even Nintendo, which I've seen at Universal Studios Hollywood. So I kind of think about that, and I think those lands are really strong. They really are. And those shops, interiors, and everything like that, that theming really does bounce these things up. Look, if Six Flags, right? We just talked about how Six Flags had Europa theming. Where would that be? Similarly, if you were to, if you were to apply that kind of same portal mentality to Islands of Adventure, where would that be? Probably be S tier, to be honest with you.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's like it's got to be A tier. It has to be A tier because it's just it's a really compelling package. It's not perfect and it's growing, and I think it's going to be awesome in 10 years. But where it stands right now, A tier.
Yeah, I think it's a fair assessment because I definitely should be on Universal Studios Florida's level. So, and that's a B. So,
right, exactly. Well, of course, exactly. I don't see how you can't.
So, A is a good one, and Disney Sea's of course the S tier.
Yeah,
and I think we got. I don't know, missing any major parks. I think I got all the major ones.
I think we got all the major ones. Yeah, I don't.
We can put Mattel Adventure Park in the never been category because that won't ever open. So
nobody's ever been there with it. I see this thing going, and I'm just like, hey, this thing is this like a front or something? Are we funneling money through this? Like, what are we doing? Like what are we like? It's like, oh, it's gonna open. No, it's not. It's gonna open up. It's like It grinds my gears, Wizard. But maybe it'll open. Hopefully, possibly. Unless it was
that'll get me to go out there to visit you, and we can go to the park together.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Redonkulous, just redonkulous. But wow, I love the way I sound on this mic. You're right. I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to that.
Right.
Yeah, wow, it makes you sound like I'm a gigantic monster, and I'm like the king of the world.
Well, being able to monitor your voice wizard, it allows you to be a better presenter because you can kind of interact with the mic and you kind of understand like, okay, don't breathe in it because that doesn't sound really good. And you get better at 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 being able to interact with the microphone when you can actually hear yourself through it right there. So it's just better overall. And yeah, awesome stuff.
Fantastic. Hey, well, everyone that joined here today, thank you all for joining. Look at all these lovely comments. And thank you once again to Kiki and Luca and Deborah, Disney Deb, for the super chats today. Kiki and Luca never did say which tier to move Epcot to, but I guess we'll find out.
Well, I guess we can bring it. I get for that super chat. We might. I don't know. We can bring it up one, right?
Bring it to B. There you go.
There you go. And to B. There you go.
There you go. Right by the Alton Towers and California Adventure. Which hey, they are similar with the festivals.
That's fair. Yes, they're sisters in that regard.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. I'll be doing another. Oops, I hit my hand. Doing another live stream, bringing some more stuff. And Liz gave us a great idea. We're gonna rank the hot takes of theme park hot takes. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe, stay magical, stay curious, and we'll see you at the park.